Hey Grove Kids, it's me Corinne, and today's story is about humility. And humility is putting and others first by giving up what you think you deserve. And today is Palm Sunday too. In fact, this very day I got baptized with my two friends Rachel and Conan and my brother Elijah. If you want to get baptized, you can ask your mom and dad. And if you want to get baptized at Mission Grove Church, then you can ask my mom, Miss Holly. She's the leader of Grove Kids. Now, I can trust God no matter what. Sometimes that's hard for people. Sometimes that's easy for people. Or sometimes it's just light for people, if you know what I mean. And on Palm Sunday, these people from their town heard that Jesus was coming in their town, and they wanted to get all ready and fancy for him. So they got palm leaves, like those trees that make you think of tropical islands. That's a palm tree. Now, they took leaves from that and laid them out on the path for Jesus, like a red carpet. Have you ever seen a red carpet on TV or movies or something else like that? Well, that's what they did. And if you want to learn how to make a palm leaf with your own hand trace, then take a green piece of paper. Doesn't have to be green. Then you fold it up. Then you would trace your hand on it and cut it up. Can you say alakazam? That's called magic, people. We just cut out and traced our handprints in less than 1 second. Now, why I said fold it up is because now you can make two. Now, with one of them, you want to take the finger. If you want, you can use your other finger. And then you want to take your two fingers and bend it just a little bit, not straightly bent. Now say alakazam one more time for me. And that's it. Bye.
The story before the story.
Today, we're in John, the 4th book in the New Testament. But before John, in the very beginning, out of a deep, deep love, God made an amazing world. But when people turned away from God, the world was broken.
God made a plan to draw people back into relationship. So at the right time, God sent a tiny baby to be born in the small town of Bethlehem, God's very own son, Jesus.
When Jesus grew up, he began to travel from town to town, teaching and healing.
At last, he made his way toward Jerusalem for the Passover feast.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Brian. Jesus was about to head into Jerusalem, where great crowds were gathered for the Passover feast. He asked two of his disciples to bring him a donkey and her colt. They placed their coats across the colt to make a comfortable seat for him. Now, Bethany, where Jesus was staying, was only a short distance from Jerusalem. Jesus had walked hundreds of miles on foot, so why did he need a donkey for a measly 2 miles? Well, great kings often rode victoriously on a powerful war horse. But Jesus knew what the prophet Zechariah had written long ago.
Say to the city of Zion, see, your king comes to you. He is gentle and riding on a donkey. He is riding on a donkey's colt.
Jesus was showing that he was a different kind of king, a king who came to serve rather than to order people around. As the people saw him coming, they laid their coats on the ground and cut branches from palm trees. They called out,
Hosanna! Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna! Hosanna!
News about Jesus and the amazing things he had done spread all through the city of Jerusalem. But the religious leaders had been looking for a way to get rid of him and saw their chance. Jesus knew the plans of the religious leaders. He knew the time had come for him to give up his life. But first, he had a special message for his closest friends. As they ate the Passover meal together, Jesus stood up. He took off his outer robe and wrapped a towel around his waist. Then he poured water into a bowl and knelt down to wash his disciples' feet. The disciples must have been surprised, to say the least. Washing feet was a dirty job saved for the lowliest servant. Yet Jesus, who had just been hailed as a king, was washing their feet. When Jesus reached Peter, though, Peter put up a protest.
Lord, are you going to wash my feet?
You don't realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand. When Jesus finished washing their feet, he put on his outer robe and took his seat again. I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, so you also should wash one another's feet. I have given you an example. You should do as I have done for you. Now you know these things, so you will be blessed if you do them. Jesus, God's very own Son, chose to take on the role of a humble servant, and he asked his followers to do the same. The end.
Honestly, the washing feet part kind of weirds me out.
Yeah, it does seem kind of odd to us now, but with walking dusty, dirty roads, washing feet when you arrived at somebody's home was super important.
Yeah, but Jesus didn't actually mean for us to go around taking off people's shoes and washing their feet, right?
Well, that's just one way Jesus put others first. The important thing Jesus wanted us to hear is that we can set aside our own wants and needs to show love to others.
So, what's our part in the story?
Well, maybe it's your brother's turn to unload the dishwasher, but you choose to do it for him.
Or you can tell your teacher is feeling really overwhelmed, so you use your free time to help clean up the classroom.
Last week I got this brand new game I was super excited to play. But then my dad got home with a giant load of mulch to spread on the flower beds. So I put off playing my game to help him.
Yeah. See, if you keep your eyes open, there are opportunities all throughout your day to put others first.
And you don't actually have to wash their feet to do it.
That's good, right? I'll see you next time.
Here's the thing, Jesus put others first.
All right, y'all ready? Here we go. I think it's time to change my mind from only thinking me, myself, and I, laying down my pride. Gonna put somebody else at number one this time. Don't wanna be in a world where it's all about me. I'll take second to whoever is around me. I'm giving up my number one position. So we all belong at number one together. Laying down myself, shine the light on someone else. I'm giving it all for you. So I put aside myself, make it less of me and more of someone else. Don't wanna be